Hey everybody out there, it's your boy True North, the Gold Dragon Wizard, aka Merlin's protege, coming at you with some fresh downloads for the end of the year. As y'all know, if you've watched my channel before, I like to write my thoughts down so I can read them. Because it's just writing, I don't know, it's something about that medium. Maybe it's a wizard thing, helps it flow. So, this is gonna be today about portals. Portals, they are everything in our world is multidimensional, so we're gonna get into this. Got at the top this sentence here. There's a continuum from element to form and back. From like the smallest essence of something to all its component parts, they each have a source as well. Anyway, so let's get into what I wrote. Portals, in parentheses, yoni, an entryway to and from the womb or the inside. This is a dimensional reality, but what does that mean? And how can we access the different layers when the perception of them is limited by our mind's beliefs? The first thing to know is that these beliefs didn't form overnight, but rather they were built up. So, somewhere in the layers of our beliefs was the seed of knowing. And what is knowing other than a certainty of how we feel about an experience? Essentially, knowing is a belief we feel matter of fact about. What does this have to do with portals? I saw this vision the other day of cycles and layers. It implied to me that everything we can perceive here is a sort of portal back to the womb of its conception. Like trees, for example, they resemble neural networks. Where was I in my writing? They resemble neural networks in their patterns, and in the direction, and in the other direction, the convergence of the elements and qualities that we know as tree all came from somewhere. So what I was saying is things can be um, looked at from a wholeness or from their individual pieces, right? So in the other direction, okay? So let's see, where was I? None of this would really need to be known on a logical level, save for the fact that our ancestors knew and the remnants of their portal networks remain. It's like in the movie The Matrix, where we see a hall of doors, each opening to a different location in time space. We each have our own inner halls and temples. We see this echoed in our past. I posit the theory that at some point this was known. In other words, it was a deeply held belief. For us having amnesia about it, we know not where we truly walk. We're walking on the designs of the past, basically, living in it. Where was I? Excuse me. Just what were the ancient architects building all of these temples for? They are places where certain qualities converge, and they all lead back to their source. In nature, we find temples as well, places where certain qualities converge that evoke a wholeness from our perception. I posit that this is what man's architecture mimics, and that they did indeed choose to bring specific qualities together for an intended effect. There's cosmic implications here as well. This is subtle and hard to describe, and I hope it's making sense to y'all. When we choose to create something with specific intention and energy, the energy of our attention renders it a living, active portal. This goes for any kind of vessel, from our bodies to buildings. My point is that our bodies are portals. Buildings dedicated to a certain purpose are portals to the realm where the beliefs that sparked that purpose came from. But we are the ones that make it whole. We bring that purpose to life with our attention. That's a little secret about our power that we have. We have the power to choose, and it's best to choose from a healed place. What world will you bridge to? Because the portal is a bridge. Now, think about that. That's all of this and all of this information just from an image in my mind's eye. This is the wizard's mind. This is looking at things from your wholeness, looking beneath the surface. If you look beneath the surface of everything, it's like we're surrounded by infinite doorways to infinite possibilities. And I've seen this in my mind's eye too, doing healing work for people and even pets, animals. They have these hallways, all the key points to all the key points that make up who they are, because the mind can't be perceived physically, but we can definitely experience it. And we definitely can't experience any of this without that non physical mind. All right, much love, y'all.